There are many things that make up what one might call a great game. Gameplay first and foremost being the most obvious of which. But next generation consoles enable a level of visual fidelity never seen by console players, and Microsoft have just boosted their development kits to unlock even crazier performance and visuals. Let's get into it. What is happening, guys? Dealer here, back again with yet another video talking about the latest and greatest update to the development kit for the Xbox Series X and most importantly the Xbox Series S. And understand that this technology is very real. It has been proven, as we will cover. It will not only provide you with better looking games on all of your next generation systems, but it will also increase performance as well. But hey, if you end up liking this video, maybe hit the like button, tell a buddy or two about the channel, and subscribe as we cover this stuff and much more on the channel. And as always, I'll be reading off your thoughts at the end of the video. Xbox's Jason Ronald does say the following when it comes to upgrading development kits to leverage the latest in technology. Excited to continue our partnership with at AMD and at GPU Open. We're doing this to provide the latest techniques and graphics performance to game developers on both Xboxes and PC. FSR 2.0 samples are now included with the GDK X for Xbox developers. The cool thing is that this even works for the original Xbox One. I mean, that's how versatile this technology is, and it is, as shown here, promising massive performance benefits. This is again something very real, something that we kinda had a taste of with checkerboarding, but think of this as a much more advanced version that is implemented system-wide in the development kit for any developer to either use or, I would imagine, stack with their existing technologies. This is something big for consoles that are looking to get even more out of the GPU side of things.
Really excited to be here with you today to share some updates we have around our super resolution technologies. As you may recall, in June of 2021, AMD introduced our brand new in-game upscaling feature called AMD Fidelity Effects Super Resolution, or FSR for short. This feature was highly praised for its outstanding performance, broad compatibility, and ease of implementation it delivered to supported games. In fact, FSR is the fastest adopted software technology in AMD history, with over 75 games available now or coming soon. I'm extremely excited to announce that AMD's Fidelity Effects Super Resolution 2.0, the next generation of our cutting-edge upscaling technology, is coming to games in the near future. Since we launched Fidelity Effects Super Resolution in 2021, we've been paying close attention to the feedback from game developers, media, and from gamers about what you love and what we can improve in FSR. While FSR 2.0 has been designed to greatly enhance one very important aspect of upscaling, and that's image quality.
Speaking of image quality, there are a lot of Microsoft games, a lot of third-party games in general that do not use a checkerboarding method or a reconstruction method. With this technology now implemented into the GDK of Xbox Series X and S, they can effectively render these things at half the resolution while maintaining their current or near-native resolutions, at least the appearance of which, and then boost settings further or increase frame rates. For example, Forza Horizon 5 currently does not utilize any kind of reconstruction or checkerboarding technique. Now that FSR 2.0 is available, they can slap this onto pretty much any game with the minor tuning. Hypothetically, a game without a 120 FPS mode would now have enough GPU power to push up to 120 FPS while maintaining what looks like the original resolution. Take that same example and apply it to any game utilizing FSR 2.0. Some developers may take those additional savings from FSR and put them into additional frames. Some may put them into ray tracing. Some may take FSR 2.0, use it to unlock 60 FPS plus ray tracing on their titles. This is going to help Xbox Series X a ton. Those games are going to look even better, but it's really going to help Xbox Series S, something a lot of people don't consider when they talk about the system's GPU. Look forward to hearing higher resolution reports from games running on all these systems.
Fidelity Effects Super Resolution 2.0 uses a temporal upscaling algorithm, which takes previous frame data to generate much better results than is possible with spatial upscaling. And at the same time, it replaces in-game TAA with an optimized, higher quality anti-aliasing. With this upgrade, FSR 2.0 delivers significantly higher image quality than FSR at all quality mode presets and screen resolutions. And because it doesn't require machine learning, it can work across a wide range of products from both AMD and our competitors. Let's have a look at FSR 2.0 in action so that you can see these improvements yourself. One of the first games to get FSR 2.0 will be the award-winning Deathloop from our friends over at Arcane Studios and Bethesda. Here's FSR 2.0 in quality mode at 4K compared to both native resolution and FSR 1.0. As you can see, the image quality here is virtually identical to the native image. Here's a more challenging upscaling scenario. This time, Deathloop is running performance mode at 4K, and you can see FSR 2.0 produces superior image quality to FSR in this mode. In fact, in FSR 2's performance mode, at regular viewing distances, you can have a near native quality gaming experience while achieving faster frames. There's simply no denying, FSR 2 is amazing. It delivers an incredible leap in image quality over the previous generation, and it gives users a fantastic performance boost to supported games.
Now again, I have reported on this technology coming to the GDK not too long ago, but it is finally here. And this means that developers with, like they said, a little bit of fine-tuning can implement FSR 2.0 and effectively boost their game's visuals at very little performance cost when you consider the end goal is to increase image quality and get extra performance on top of that. This means that not only can they increase image quality if they decide to go that route, but they can also fake that image quality, reduce resolution internally, and generate more FPS, which can then be put into 60 FPS targets on 20 FPS targets, or whittled away into graphics technologies like ambient occlusion, better reflections, ray tracing as a whole, or any other technologies that they choose. Currently, the technology is by and large a great solution to do all of these things. It is not perfect. There is still shimmering depending on how high your internal resolution is. There are still artifacts here and there depending on the game, but here's something to consider. The technology is going to get better, much better over the years, and I expect it to get even more performant as well. Who knows what the future holds for some of these technologies, but we know this one is a keeper. It is a definite performance advantage. It is definitely going to improve or maintain image quality while increasing frame rates and settings. And that is something that is extremely important to what you are going to see in the next 5 to 10 years. Once more, now that this technology is actually able to be turned on by developers with little work, I expect to see a lot of different updates for Xbox Series X and primarily Xbox Series S games. I would expect more 60 FPS and 120 FPS modes for both systems, and games that really shouldn't be running at 1080p like Guardians of the Galaxy. Great game, but there is no excuse for 1080p on current generation consoles at 60 FPS. They could slap FSR on this for a quick fix, boost it up to 1440, and have that same frame rate and settings. But hey, I'd like to know your thoughts on all of this. A lot of really cool stuff coming to the consoles. Of course, if you ended up enjoying this video, tell a buddy or two about the channel, subscribe, and hit the like button. It really helps more than you know. And let's get into the Super Thanks comments. Shout out to all the Super Thanks comments, everybody that's a patron, a member. There are, well, of course, links to the Discord, the private Discord for the patrons and members, and all you guys, thank you very much for what you do. First up, Papa Baku 72, who does say, thanks, great video as always, dealer. Can't wait to play this game. It's great to hear all the excitement in your voice for this true next generation racing game. Great video, brother. Thank you very much, sir. He's talking about my Forza Motorsport video. If you haven't checked it out, I'll link it down below. Put a lot of time into that. Next up, we got Reluctant Dodo. He says, looking forward to playing this in co-op with you and the lads from the Discord. Yes, lad. Nano Polymath, by the way, says Forza Motorsport Symphony, referring to my last Forza Motorsport video. Thank you very much, man. And hey, I just want to give you guys a shout out, the guys that left a super thanks since the last video. Hey, if you want to play some games with me, hit me up on Xbox Live at II_dealer_II. I try to get back to every message. It might take a month or two, to be honest. In some cases, extreme ones are a year, but I am trying to do better at that. And again, I'm starting to talk to a lot of new cool people there. Twitter is at @dealer_gaming, where you can find me trolling and messing around with people posting things about Kojima, even though I don't care about Kojima at all. I think it's kind of funny how some of the Sony guys are acting about that. Yeah, that's right. I'm not even a Kojima fan, but I definitely had fun kind of giving people crap and just throwing pictures up there. It's not a big deal, especially to me. But hey, let me know your thoughts on that down below. And of course, you can find me here on YouTube uploading once or twice a week. I prefer to upload twice, but of course, these videos take a long time to make in some cases, or there's not always something to make a video on, but I try to get out there again 1 to 2 times a week. Subscribe for all the latest Xbox news and more. And once more, if you're not a patron, if you're not a channel member, consider joining. That is if, of course, you enjoy the content here and find it informative, or you know how this goes. Do you like me? I like you. Make an assessment.